Hello, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I am Dr. Gail, and I am so glad that you're here. It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a huge favor. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you will know when I go live. And so tonight, I want to talk to you wives about 7 places to touch your husband during sex. Yes, 7 places to touch your husband during sex. So let me just tell you this. I get the opportunity to talk to couples from around the world, and I've had the pleasure of doing for men only discussions, and I have been able to really get men to open up and to give me some insight so I can give to the wives that I service, not just on this channel, but around the world, what they really want from us in and out of the bed, okay? And so these 7 places are not going to be 7 places that every husband is going to want to be touched. And that is the reason why it is so important that you guys are having meaningful conversations, not just about life, but about your sex life as well. So let's get started. The first place that men love to be touched, and this was a new one for me. Well, actually, it wasn't a new one, but one that kept coming up more than often in the last session that I had with just with men was they really love for their nipples and their to be kissed and licked. Their nipples to be kissed and licked. I thought it was the only thing that women liked, but no, it is becoming something that more men like to be licked and kissed on their nipples. Now, again, have this conversation with your husband before you do this because, again, you want to make sure that he is comfortable being touched in these particular places. Okay, I can't stress this enough. But his nipples are very sensitive, just like ours are. And again, if you want to add additional level of pleasure in your bedroom, start there. Number 2, play with his hands and his feet. Yes. During foreplay, just make sure that you play with his hands and his feet. They love that. And let me just tell you, that is part of their erogenous zone as well. Again, we always tell men, kiss my feet, lick my feet, kiss my toes or whatever, but they like that too. But again, I keep wanting to say this. Make sure you have the conversation with your husband before you get in the bed and engage with something like that. And he's like, hold up, what are you doing, right? Ask him, is this something that you're willing for me to explore just to add some additional spice back into our bedroom, okay? Number 3, his butt cheeks. He absolutely loves for you to play with his butt cheeks, to kiss them, to lick them, to pat them, to spank them really lightly. All of those things are okay. And again, I'm going to keep saying it after each one of these. Have a conversation with your husband, okay? Number 4, his inner thighs. His inner thighs are just as sensitive as ours are, and it could lead to a tremendous amount of foreplay, and it could get him aroused. It could do a little tease play kind of thing with that. But all through his inner thighs, they're very sensitive. And let me tell you, they like to be licked and kissed and rubbed and massaged as well. Okay? Number 5, play with his tongue, right? Not just use your tongue to you guys to kiss each other. You can tug on it a little bit. You can, kiss it. You can do so many different things with his tongue that you didn't even think about. And like I said, you can also add some candy in there for some sensation and all of these different kind of things just to add some spice, because we get so used to just doing the normal things. Spice some things up. Okay? And number 6, whisper some good things in his ear about what is happening and about what is to come during your sexual escapade. Okay? Whisper some sweet things in his ear. Yes, we like to be talked to, but they do too, right? And I am on a mission to really get women to take control of their bedrooms and not just lay there and just receive, but also learn to give pleasure and think and be out of the box and not just be so conservative, okay? Because again, this is your spouse and you said that you were going to spend the rest of your lives together. So why not spice up your sex life and make that off the chain as well, okay? And then number 7 is his F spot. And what is his F spot? His F spot is wherever your fingers can go that makes him feel good. Yes, his F spot. So my thing is use these fingers and start at the top of his head and go all the way down to the soles of his feet and figure out what is his favorite spots for you to touch him. Okay? I love you guys to pieces. But before I go, if you want this video or any of my videos on my channel sent to anyone, your spouse or anyone else, but you don't want to be the one to send it to them, do me a favor, click the link in the link pod, and I will have one of my associates send it on your behalf. Or if you want to speak to me about one situation that you have going on in your marriage, and I am not trying to sell you anything, I'm just trying to help you with that one thing, do me a favor, click the link in the link pod and schedule a free 15-minute discovery call with me. Again, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to help you on this journey called marriage. Okay? I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you next week.